POV, you're me and you found the establishing shot in the thumbnail. It's like a bench here and all that. Welcome to Colonie Town Park. Nice. Please keep our shorelines clean. We did that today. We already put away some trash. And then there's the invasive shit that I don't care to tell you about. Definitely. And a playground where if there was kids and I was filming them, it'd be perfectly well lawful, but it'd be creepy. I look so goofy. This looks like I'm from like the 1600s. This is like landlord core. Like It is the equinox today for those following my internet vlog. I kind of want to go down there and see the water, but I kind of am okay up here for now.
There's an easier to access beach area.
There is. Yeah, there is. This will be good for now. What was I going to tell the story of? There was something. That's why I asked to record.
You were talking about calendars and your...
Yeah, I'm always talking about that.
Or whatever.
I'm always talking, well, I'm not always talking about that, but I'm always talking about the calendar. What was before that? Because I got railed. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I'll be back when I remember. I'm pretty certain that I'm supposed to be an elephant octopus. I've seen one of those things in my visions, and I was like, maybe I'm supposed to be one of those too. I'm just missing out on all that because I was born in this silly universe. Do you think we should...
Your first animal.
Say again?
Is that your first animal?
No, there's no fur. Elephants aren't furry and neither are octopuses. It doesn't qualify.
I'm not sure what the cephalopod equivalent of the first animal is. I think an elephant counts because it's a full mammal.
I think you could find me a furry elephant, but it's not the same as like a furry. Like a furry is like a genre. It's like a genre. Like you could find someone that's goth and also an elephant. That'd be kind of cute. There's Japanese ornamental clothing, or is it Chinese? It may be Chinese. That hangs, like it goes out and then it hangs, and it's like they're like these like crazy like almost like antlers, but then they have like what are these? They're fans that they hold, and then they're dancing around.
Like the paper fan?
Yeah, they have paper up here, but it's like shimmering paper. And they're like headdress, and they do these like weird movements and stuff like that. India does it too a little bit like that.
As a performance art piece?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
That's interesting. I need to learn fucking Chinese.
I don't know what I need.
I'm still torn between Arabic or Chinese and start language.
You have what, Russian now?
Russian, French, Dutch, and I can still read Spanish.
Say any single sentence to me in Dutch and I'll believe that you can speak a sentence of Dutch. It's not that I'm calling you out, I just have to hear it.
Just any sentence?
Any single sentence in the entire universe. I'm not auditing it and I don't speak it. So I couldn't...
Great, made alone.
Longer. That's too short of a thing. That's not a sentence. That's...
I'll tell you. You can speak the... You can speak the tongue.
I've counted 7 words. But I could be wrong. And I couldn't repeat a single one of them. I don't speak a single other language.
I know.
Si uno más cerveza, por favor. Un poquito. The only time I remember like fluently speaking in Spanish was when I was running down the beach, and I mean running, trying to get away from about 13 different dogs, because it was bad enough when I left town and 2 dogs followed me, But then it was 4 dogs, and then those 4 dogs met up with like a much bigger pack, and they fought each other because they thought that I was on their team. And then every dog was like really happy to be on my team, but they were like strays, and this was in Costa Rica on a beach, and I had nowhere to run, and half of where I could have ran was an ocean, and they were way further in the ocean than I was, because that's what they do, they play in the ocean, they're dogs. They know about the ocean, they grew up there. I did not. And so I'm yelling, I'm running, and I'm yelling, no mas perros, no mas perros. And like 2 and 3 more dogs are coming out the jungle, and I'm like, no. It was pretty bad. And I got back, and I was like fucked up. I had like a bunch of like little scratches and stuff. Like they were just playing, just woo. But they had no discipline, these dogs. They had ticks all over them, drooling and teeth. I was like, I'm glad I'm not a dog. This is all chaos. The cat died. There was a kitten. It got crushed between the jaws of the dogs, rung around, and it died in this kid's hand. It was fucked up. I was gonna kill it. I felt really bad. I didn't want to do it, but it was suffering. And then it was fucked up because like I made the decision to put the thing out of misery, and because there was no coming back from that. And yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. It was like the most traumatizing thing. I made the decision to kill this kitten, and it died in front of me. I didn't have to kill it. It was fucked up. I was like, shit, bro, that's a lot. And then we buried it, and it was really sad. And then the whole group came back from their outing. And they were like, oh, where's the kitten? We brought a tuna. We brought it back. And I was just like, the cat is dead and buried by the coconut tree. Let's see the marking. And I just walked inside, and they knew I was not fucking around because everyone around them was just like, fucked up on it. It was like the most fucked up thing. I told them it was a bad idea, but I mean, like, what are you gonna do? You know, like, there's no better solution than that. Like, it's like, I don't know, it was bad. It's Costa Rica. It's just
a random pack of strays.
Who the fuck is gonna put these dogs anywhere? They could machine gun them all down, but you'd be shooting a couple people's dogs, and you have to deal with like a really angry culture. Like, you shoot these dogs, really angry people. Occasionally, yeah, 1 or 2 of them get killed. Some of the men recognize some of the dogs at night, kill some of the dogs. That's how it is. But those are the bigger, meaner dogs. And usually what ends up happening to those dogs is they get in a fight with other dogs, and dog owners will kill those dogs. So, like, the dog will be on private property. There's no police. People kill each other's dogs. Not that often, though. And not often enough to limit their fucking population from breeding. And that's really the more important part. So they're just packs of strays and semi-strays and pseudo-strays. Super gays. There's this one gay dog. Oh, I hated that dog. There was this dog that acted like a human gay would act. And it kind of pretended, but kind of also really had a limp, gimp leg. Like, it knew that people took sympathy on it because of the leg, but it was way more mobile than this dog pretended to be. It was always like, oh, I'm dying. Give me attention, and people would. This dog's name was Lalo. I hated this fucking little dog, little wiener dog. The smallest little dog.
I feel so bad for wiener dogs.
I also did too. But I kind of liked this dog, and I was never mean to any of the animals. I was actually very kind to all the animals because I liked them. I felt really bad though because I was throwing rocks one time and I was trying to kill a crab, and I killed one and I felt terrible. I was like throwing a rock, and it splattered. I was like, no, why did I do that? And that was the last time I ever killed an animal. Well, that's not true, but I mean, like, that was the last time I was like hunting an animal for sport ever.
I've never hunted an animal.
I used to torture.
Or otherwise.
I used to torture bugs all the time. Like, really torture them.
I never really got the appeal of doing that.
I would chase leaves around my yard trying to understand Hitler. I was like, why did Hitler genocide all the people? Maybe if I genocide the leaves and the dandelions, I'll understand. And it did bring me to a higher order of understanding of genocide. That is true. It didn't promote the appeal until I was like, oh, that's sketchy. I don't like that.
Yeah, not very solid.
No. I said, damn, we made it to wherever the fuck we are, but I was way more enthusiastic about it. I realized I was excited, so I should probably film. POV, you're a bird, you're like... Is that the Twin Bridges? That is, right? Or is that other bridge that looks like the Twin Bridges that isn't? I think it might be the other one. Because we've biked bike trails this way, and then around this way. They're gonna build new apartments here, but nah, they're probably gonna. I have no idea.
Suburban fucking housing.
More parking, just one more lane, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if they expand this into the parking lot. They'll probably put like a basketball court or something.
I don't even know if that many people show up here, but I guess maybe they do.
When they have the small people playing sport on the baseball field.
I want to know really like why.
It gets kind of full.
Like what was the decision? Was the ground too uneven? Was there cracks in the pavement? Like
I mean, the pavement was kind of fucked, but it didn't seem bad enough to tear it up.
I never walked on it. I just remember it being here, not so, you know.
I'm not sure what they're doing with it. They might just be replacing it with basketball courts that'll get more use.
That's kind of what I was maybe thinking too. Is maybe they'll put some more like. So my friend's guess, and this may be it, is that it could have just been very segregating because like even optimally 2, 4, 6, 8, well it's 6 times 2, you know, double it, 6v6, and like, you know, sometimes it's even less than that, and like, you got a couple kids sitting around, you know, you can get 20, 25 people here, but yeah, if these were basketball courts, we could force, you know what they should do is put like stuff for the Indian people. What would they like?
I don't know enough about India's like.
We should.
Sport culture.
Well, maybe not we, but we collectively as the people should try to give them a lot more money because I think they do cool stuff with it. They may try to blow us up. I just don't believe that they would. I think they're Americans now. Fuck yeah.